Hey, my name is Nicole Marburger, and I want to welcome you to the backyard of my childhood here on Maui. I was born and raised here, and this is where I learned how to seek the Most High, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. The first core value for one love is seek the Most High. Let me just break that down for you. Seek, to look after, to search for intentionally, on purpose, with a mission. The Most High. That's one of the Old Testament names for God. In the Old Testament, in Hebrew, El Elyon means God Most High. And so when we say seek the Most High, we're saying to look and search and find. Search with the intention to find. Search after God intentionally. Seek the Most High. I want to point out a couple verses to you and show you what it looks like to both pray and download the word. So the arrow up and the arrow down of seek the Most High is pray and download the word. What is to pray? To pray is just to simply come to the Lord and humbly talk to him. You realize your place and his place, and you just talk to him simply. So as we pray, we are praying things that we understand from his word. We're praying things that we see around us in the world. And I just want to point us right now to Isaiah 55. We're going to look at this verse, and I'm going to teach you something that we call sword. If you could picture with me a sword, okay? So let's pretend this pen is a sword. There's a handle where man holds onto. So the first thing we're going to look at in the verse is, what does it say about man? And then the tip of a sword points upward, right? And so we're thinking, okay, what does it say about God? Now, one edge of a sword represents commands to obey and examples to follow, and the other edge of a sword can remind us of sins that we need to confess, or sins that we need to avoid, or a promise that we can claim. It's a simple method. It's not the only way to look at the Bible or download the word, but it is a way that has been helpful for me. So, Isaiah 55, verse 6 says, "Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near." So first, what does it say about man? Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. Why don't we go ahead and skip that, and we'll come back to that. But what do we see here about God? Seek the Lord while he may be found. So he is findable. You see that? Call upon him while he is near. He is near. So God can be found, and God is near. Sit with that for a second. It's beautiful. This God that created the universe, that created the intricacies of the human eye, he is near to you. He can be found by you when you seek him out. Awesome. Okay, next, one edge of the sword, commands to obey or examples to follow. I see two verbs here, imperatives, commands, seek and call. So here it says, seek the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. So those are commands. Those are commands. They're not necessarily examples. They're more commands here. So we'll move on to the next one. Is there a sin to confess or avoid? Well, anytime you see a command, you can infer that doing the opposite of what you're commanded to is a sin. So if you're not seeking and if you're not calling, then you're sinning. Okay? Do we see a promise to claim? Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call on him while he is near. Well, he may be found, and he is near. So see, this method, it kind of all goes together. It's kind of fluid, but when you focus on each one of these different aspects, it does bring the passage to life a little bit more. Now we're going back to, what do we see here about man? We see that word while. Seek the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. There is a temporal aspect of life for man. We're not here on this earth forever. We have eternal souls, but this body is not forever. And it's only while we're in this body that God is seekable, that God is able to be called upon, because once this life is over, our chances to love him and follow him and choose him, it's done. And so seek the Lord while he may be found. Man, your life is a vapor. It's here today and gone tomorrow, like a puff of smoke. It's done sooner rather than later. So seek the Lord while he may be found. Call upon him while he is near. So, as we pray and as we download the word, we're actively seeking the Most High, and that's the first core value of one love. And I'd like to just share with you a quick fable. It's an Aesop fable, and the story goes that there was once a wolf who just really wanted to eat a dove, okay? But the dove was clever and cunning and stayed a step ahead of him. But this wolf found a reserve of worms, the best worms in the land, so to speak, and he would offer a worm to the dove for a feather. And so the dove thought, well, I have a lot of feathers, that's fine, and I really want this worm. And so slowly but surely, this exchange happened: worm for feather, worm for feather, worm for feather. And soon enough, the dove did not have enough feathers to fly away. So what happens? The wolf ends up eating the dove. He ends up getting what he desires. Now, what does this have to do with seeking the Most High? What does this have to do with praying and downloading the word? If we are trading our feathers for worms, if we are choosing lesser things to feed our immediate appetites, we will end up being devoured by the enemy. Keep your feathers. Seek the Most High. Choose Him. Choose the things that are above, not the things that are on earth. In Matthew 6:33, it says, seek first His kingdom, and all these things will be added unto you. Choose to seek the spiritual things to be fed by. Choose to seek the things and set your minds on things that are above, not the things that are on earth. And God will provide for you. He will. You don't need to take the worm from the wolf and trade in your feathers. You don't need to trade in your purity for acceptance. You don't need to trade in your whatever, things that are good for things that are bad. Listen, seek the Most High. That's how we can live one love, the one love of Jesus. Pray, talk to Him simply and humbly, and download the word. Read it. Apply the sword method. Try it today. I think it'll be good for you. Thanks.